Oh. Oh. I guess he's been down here for a while, hasn't he? Well, that's unfortunate for us. We came here just a little too late. Did anyone remember to feed him? Jeez, Baldur, you left your...
The great worm is nothing but bone and memories.
You left your pet here to die and forgot to feed it. Well, at least we can see if it's got anything on it.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you.
Oh my.
The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Search your mind for what possesses it.
Ansur wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
Well, I never shy away from a challenge.
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Maybe this is why the Emperor was able to show up during that trial.
Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Answer. It's been too long.
Baldur.
No, that's not
don't
possible,
believe it.
though. How? Baldur's Gate is pretty old, all things considered. Considering Baldurin was, well, a human and stuff. Then again, I guess if he got turned into a mind flayer, but still, this doesn't make much sense. Alright, he called you Baldurin?
A name I once answered to. A name I did not expect to hear again. Least of all from the mouth of an old friend.
Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough?
Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice.
You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
So, if I'm remembering correctly, I think by this time in the year calendar that they said, Baldur's Gate has existed for like 500 plus years. And the way the Emperor was telling his story was that he was only around recently at Baldur's Gate. Oh, well, whatever. A touching reunion. How about letting me go?
Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur,
Enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor.
Oh, no.
Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come.
Oh, no.
I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
Oh, and there's some water myrmidons to help as well, in case a level 17 Draco Lich wasn't hard enough for us to deal with. Thanks, water myrmidons. Oh boy, level 17 Undead Dragon, 25 strength. He's gonna hit really hard. We'll use its fire breath on the next creature that attacks it. Draconic Wrath. Legendary resistance to crowd control, plus 10 bonus on your next saving throw affecting multiple targets. I want to move over here, but attack of opportunity kind of sucks here, huh? Well, let's learn some stuff, shall we? Okay, he didn't straight up attack me there, so that's nice.
What should I do? Take you.
Let's spill some blood.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was Will. That's not what I wanted. That's with that, so if I turn it off, that's much better. Chance to hit. Divine Smite. Hiya! Let's try again. Hiya! Jesus Christ. One more for the boys in the back. Hiya! And another miss. Okay, Will. Great job. Never should have tried to jump with Asterion there either. It didn't show him having an opportunity attack when I tried to make Asterion jump. So I thought we were okay. Turns out, we were not. 20% chance. That's rough. That's real rough. I could instead hex it. Could also do this. How's darkness work? Oh, you can be blinded in the darkness. Well, that's good to know. That's very good to know. I think I kind of want to save that for after the Myrmidons are dead, if I can. Oh, I was not expecting to fight a fucking dragon here. And my genie's almost dead here. Owie. It's a slight issue. You dodge, nerd. Yeah, I had a feeling you could do that. That's fine, though. Big heal, and most importantly, big buffs for everybody. What? For the love of God, game, actually show the indicator if there's an indicator for me to get fucking hit. You can't just not show it.
No time to waste.
Meanwhile, the game's like, sure, I can not show it. Tee hee hee. Fuck you, game. I mean, you should have... Fun, okay, let's try a Searing Smite. Burn! Jesus fucking Christ! Hit him! Will, you suck! Thank you! Ouch! Harder! Thank you. Jesus. Once more for the guys in the back. Jesus, what is my RNG with Will? Because my God, does he really not like hitting. He's quite bad at it, apparently. Well, thank you for the healing vapors. I might actually keep you guys alive, unless you're just gonna do this and let me yeet. Yeetus deletus. The greatest spell of all. Oh god, Asterion! Ow. Give a nice Cure Wounds upcast here.
Shall we dance? This way.
Thank God Astarion's allowed to attack now. And another Slashing Flourish. We're just going all in here. Wait a second, hold on.
Blood comes easy these days.
Perilous Stakes. Please make him vulnerable. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, now Astarion, we're going all in, baby. Pow. Oh my god, did you see that health bar drop? Chat, did you see the health bar just go away there? Action Surge, go! And I'm out of bardic inspirations to use, but that's okay. You know why? Because pa-pow. Pa-pow. Pa-pa-pa-pa, pa-pa-pa-pa. Pa-pow. Well, Asterion, that was beautiful. You almost killed it. Will, for the love of all that is holy, smite the dragon. 91%, Will. Thank you, and a critical. A critical for 150 damage. All right, that's what we needed to see. Thank you.
Unsure. I never thought
I was gonna be so upset if Will didn't fucking hit there. After Asterion plowed 400 hit points off of him. Okay, so guys, crossbow build works real well on Asterion. I think we've got a winner of a build here. Oh boy. So it's true then. You're apparently Baldurin.
I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past.
I mean, you kind of literally founded Baldur's Gate. That's pretty big, dude.
Such sentimentality. Very well. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed. My crew lost. But my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick.
Don't you feel kind of bad about killing him, though?
Of course I do. More so because it was Ansor. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation.
Huh. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. Again, chat, I want to tell you, if I'm remembering correctly about Baldur's Gate, that would have had to have happened several hundred years ago. Like 500-600 years ago, something like that. For him going out and becoming an illithid in the first place, at the very least. game retconned him into an elf, did they? No, he talked about how he was a human adventurer like us. Well, actually, he just said he was an adventurer like us. I think what they're saying is that he spent a much longer time as an illithid than we first thought. I think that's what this is getting at. Because, again, I'm just going from past knowledge, but I know Baldur was a human that founded Baldur's Gate. He did it, like, I don't know, 900s, 1000s in the in-world calendar. We're currently in the late 1400s in the in-world calendar, mid to late 1400s in the in-world calendar, so it would have been, at minimum, 400-plus years ago. But he always did just sail off, disappear with no one knowing where the hell he went. So if where the hell he went was a Mind Flayer colony and became an illithid, I can kind of get that. And it must have been more recent that he was saved and more recent that he killed the dragon then. I'm just trying to put the timeline together in my head for how this could have worked. All right, makes sense. I would have done the same.
I am glad you see it that way. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. One netherstone remains. We must find it before the brain breaks free.
And this also gives us an idea of why he was so dead set on not coming down here. Also, it gave us a real good test bed for Asterion, and boy, does Asterion shit out damage with this build. Holy moly, if you spend all your resources... He did like 400 damage in one turn. That's nuts.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Will's build also does really high damage. He did like 150 in one smite. He just has to fucking hit.
Can't give up now.
That's the only issue we had with this build so far.
I failed. The heart of the gate is dead. We need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansel.
I think that's less you failing, Will, and more the dragon was already dead. What are you going to do about it?
Yes.
Oh, you got nothing to say? Okay. Shadowheart?
Good. I was just...
Asterion, why are you glowing with sexual energy right
Keep
now?
your distance, darling.
Oh, because you're happy. I guess that's why.
No time to rest.
Baldurin's Giant Slayer. On a hit, double the damage from your strength modifier. This weapon grants you advantage on attack rolls against large, huge, or gargantuan creatures. The class action of Giant Form. Grow to a fearsome size, your weapons deal an additional 1d6 damage. You gain 27 temporary hit points, advantage on strength checks and saving throws for 10 turns. Topple the Big Folk. Deal additional damage equal to your proficiency bonus. On a hit, large, huge, or gargantuan creatures take an additional 2d6 and must succeed a strength saving throw or fall prone. Not to mention, it's pretty good. That's a good fucking sword right there. Holy shit. Dear Ansur, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. There is no cure, and that's all right. I'm fine. More than fine. I'm better than I've ever been. So why torture yourself like this? Of course, I know why. Remember Yal Tengri? You and I sailed together for months seeking the Great Spire. By the time we found it, we were sick as dogs, but you never left my side. Not for a moment, even though you could have simply chosen to fly. You told me there was something about experiencing it with me, through my eyes, that you wanted to share in my passion for the adventure. It was, you said, a privilege. The truth is, the privilege was mine. You are the greatest thing that ever happened to me, Ansur. I never had to ask you for anything, but I am asking you now to stop. I may no longer feel my feelings, but I know yours, and yours are agony. It does not have to be this way. Be free, Ansur. Fly. And know that even if I am not beside you, I will always have been your Balduran. Rip. Also, while he says he doesn't have any feelings anymore, I kind of don't think that's quite it. Helm of Balduran. What's this?
The Helm of Baldur.
The worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
Oh, and more secrets. Helm of Balduran. Balduran's vitality. The helm heals you for 2 hit points at the beginning of every turn. That's good. Balduran's favor. You have a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws. Stun immunity. Attackers can't critical hit you either. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. This helm, worn atop the pate of Balduran the Brave, still gleams as if it were with the untarnished splendor of his legacy. Baldur's Gate itself bears his name, and tales of his exploits have turned the heads and hearts of many. Also, Balduran's Giant Slayer, we didn't read this, wielded by Balduran, the founder of Baldur's Gate, and friend to his guardian dragon, a great glittering worm called Ansur. Fellowship can be undone, though, as easily as you or I might unlace the strings of our shoes, and it was in a time of skullduggery and hardship that Balduran killed Ansur, carrying out the deed with this sword. This is an amazing helm. Hey, Shadowheart. Since you are our Giga Tank, would you like +1 AC? Plus healing, plus stun immunity, plus critical hit immunity. 27 AC, baby. But what if we could have more? But what if we could have more? I'm sure we can get that higher. 27 AC, holy heck. The fact that Shadowheart gets hit as much as she does, you would think she wouldn't have 27 AC and displacement to give enemies disadvantage against her until she takes a hit. We just so happen to get hit way more often than I would ever think with that kind of advantage. Need 35 minimum? See, that's what I'm saying. 35? Now that's an AC I can get behind. Is that sword good for Will? Good question. Let's see what he would look like if he put it on, shall we?
Sharp as ever.
This does 9 to 24. This does 4 to 17, if I count the 1d4 radiant and 1d4 force on the halberd. Now I'll say this. It's really good. I think Balduran's Giant Slayer can be thrown on any of my martial characters. So this is less a is it good on this character and more a which character do I want to put it on. I could throw it on Lae'zel, I could throw it on Karlach, I could throw it on Minsk, I could throw it on Will. And it would be good for any of them. But you see, strength is no matter. Will rolls his to hit and damage with his charisma score. But that being said, yes, this is better on strength. Double the damage from your strength modifier, which means this is way better on like Karlach or Lae'zel. So I'm probably going to give it to Karlach or Lae'zel. Either or. I've got some Infernal Iron. gonna send that to camp too, till I decide on who to put it on.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I do have a pretty solid Githyanki sword on Lae'zel already, so we might be fine with her just keeping what she's got, and then I toss that onto Karlach.
How much farther can I go?
Still shocked at how fast the dragon died? Me too. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That was fucking insane damage coming out of Asterion, and even Will once he finally hit. But that does come from making him vulnerable to all damage. Perilous Stakes is really great for melting a boss. Absolutely amazing for melting a boss. And we got a beautiful new helmet for Shadowheart. We're happy about that, that's for sure. Oh. Well, would you look at that? I didn't have to go through the lair at all. The game just kind of forced me to. I'm sorry, Iron Gate. Oh, this is the entryway, right?
An elf sailor with a bronze dragon. They look positively cozy together.
Well, you're right. That does say it's an elf sailor. Baldur wasn't an elf.
If not over, then through.
Doesn't really matter all that much, but still. Weird. Weird. Oh, that's why that's there. Oh, that's closed now.
Let's get going. One day I'll catch a break.
Let's see. Now, if I go in there, will I be able to fast travel? I think I will, since I should be allowed to go to my camp, right? There we go. Venture forth. I'm gonna say that they just said it wrong and said elf when really they meant human. See, I can follow the logic that, okay, he stumbled upon an Illithid colony after his last departure from Baldur's Gate, turned into an Illithid, and was enslaved for a long time before eventually being found and saved by his dragon friend. Sure. It's a little harder to change from human to elf. Now, I didn't say it's impossible, but those murals were clearly depicting Baldur during his journey, not after.
Very well.
Smuggling or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated.
Smuggling will not be tolerated. Twitch chat will not be tolerated. Poor Imp got absolutely flattened in that fight. Poor little guy.
What now?
Twitch chat will not be tolerated.
Find a way forward.
They will be punished with 1,000,000 spankings. Hey, Older, I got bad news.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections.
So yeah, about Ansur.
A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher.
I failed, Father. The worm is fallen.
A terrible fate for Ansur, my son.
Okay.
Yet my hopes for the city's future
Game bugged a little
have
bit.
never been higher.
I don't understand.
You and your allies slayed the undead terror that was once the Great Ansur. You are stronger than even the Great Worm. You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Ansur, are the savior we need. First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Grand Duke. I look the part of a fiend.
I will tell the citizens and the patriarchs of your good works. They will know you carry your father's banner.
Uncertainty fills the air. Will has reached a fork in his path. In which direction will he travel?
Now, I'll say this. Will says he looks the part of a fiend and everything like that, but that's not permanent. That's not even going to last very long. That's a couple months before Mizura's contractual hold over him completely runs out. Just looked it up. The normal lifespan of Vanillitha is only 125 years. How did the Emperor survive to this day? I guess they have to retcon him into an elf or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I know that he's human. I know that he is human. Okay, a Grand Duke, you can't turn down and think of the power you'll yield. Imagine the power you'll yield. I love how 2 and 3 are the exact same fucking answer here. Withers respect him into an elf. You know what? I'll leave this up to you, Will. Follow your heart. If your heart reaches to going into being a Grand Duke, go ahead.
Will?
I fought to right the wrongs of the coast. to slay the men and monsters that hunt the helpless. It is in the wilds that I find my courage, not in the halls of upper city estates. There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus! The Blade of Avernus!
Minsk is so down.
The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you can triumph.
Well, hey, my respecking of him into a Locked-in makes even more sense now, since he's going to be hunting fiends. All that radiant damage is just going to be good. All you have to do is hit those 70% chances more often than once every few hits. That being said, if all it takes is one hit to just murder something with 150 health, then, you know, he'll be fine. His build does really fucking high damage, it just has to hit.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The 4 pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la Blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties just the once.
What are your plans as the Blade once the Brain's defeated?
I scout both the Hells and the Coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun.
Save failed perception. Aww. Somehow my respecs are super lore-fitting? Well, the one with Shadowheart was just out of nowhere. In fact, if anything, she should be a cleric of the light domain rather than life domain. That was just I wanted a good healer. For Will, it was on purpose. I literally said, hey guys, since Will has now foregone his pact with the demons and looks to a brighter future, he has found God, and he is now a Locked-in. And it was partially because I really wanted to make him a Blade of the Pact of the Blade Warlock, and that just works, right? Thank you, Systemic Technology, for the follow. And as for everyone else, I'm trying to get them some, like, relatively lore-fitting builds for themselves. That's why Karlach is still a Berserker. That's why Astarion is still somewhat roguish. Rogue Bard actually fits Astarion just fine. Gale is sticking to his wizardry. Minsk is Barbarian Ranger mix, mostly Ranger. Berserker of Rashomon and all that. And Lae'zel is pure fighter. And Halsin is Wild Shaping Druid. Oh, and Jaheira, because she got old, she's not into the wild shaping and getting down and dirty anymore. She's a little bit more of the caster side, Circle of the Spores Druid. So I'm trying to get things lore-fitted. If I really wanted to go 100% lore-fitted, I'd respec Shadowheart into a light domain cleric instead of life domain. Which, honestly, light domain seems really, really good, too. I've looked around at what light domain has available, and certainly you could be very strong with that.
What's next?
Let's talk.
Oh, no. Okay.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
Mm-hmm.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Let's talk.
Oh, it always just goes to me. I thought so.
Can't slow down.
Will intends to take the fights to the very hells themselves? I can think of no one more capable.
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be?
Oh, the Elder Brain's kind of big on the list here.
Yes, to kill the Absolute, to free the infected, to end the Illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled. Offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
Okay. I mean, he'll be fine. I already got him respected into some paladin here.
Where am I needed?
Let's take a look at his character sheet. He's only 5 in Warlock, 5 in Paladin, 2 in Fighter. Will's learning plenty of skills to get by without the Warlock powers.
Everything.
Will shall force all devilkind to tremble before him. The hells have much to fear.
Yes.
A noble chant, is it not? Hail Will, Blade of Avernus! Well, yes, Boo, the horseless chariots of Avernus are impressive too. But that would be no kind of name, would it?
Well, Will, as you are now the Blade of Avernus and everything,
Let's talk.
how about you take a
Are you
a
sure?
short break?
And just...
There we go.
Voss will be pleased with our progress. Come, to the underground. We must show him the Orphic hammer.
Yeah, we'll think about that later. For now, join me.
It is done.
Good. Loading. Da-ding-goo, da-ding-goo. I'm gonna give the Helldusk helmet to her, I think. I mean, she'll need a new ring.
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose hell is just another frontier.
Certainly is. How do you feel about this, Karlach?
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the hells.
Karlach, you'll be joining us when we go to push Gortash's head up his own ass.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
Do you feel that? The hells themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The Blade of Avernus, forged by a Cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
I love how everyone is so hype about it. They're all like, "Yeah, Will, get it." When did that become unequipped? Weird. Lae'zel, we need to give you a new ring. I like it, so I gotta put a ring on it, right? Right. Now, what do you currently have? Soulbreaker. When wielded by a Githyanki, deal an additional 1d4 psychic damage. Gain a +2 bonus to initiative rolls. In that case, I guess Baldur's Giant Slayer is going to make its way to Karlach. Karlach shall wield the Giant Slayer. Alright then, that's fine by me. Uh-oh, is this bugged in my... This is bugged. There we go. Become Doomslayer. Yeah, by the end of this journey, Will's gonna have his own... his own music playing.
I do so very like spicy food.
Will's gonna be making his way to Avernus, and you're just gonna hear... I gotta wonder. What would be the best way to make Doom Guy? Did that restore your bardic inspiration? Yay. Oh, hold on. I need to summon chat. Chat, come take a bath. You're dirty.
There's work to do. I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
And for the Doomslayer, you would obviously have to have... some barbarian levels to fly into rage. Probably like Zealot Barbarian. Like Zealot Barbarian with some fighter dip would probably be the best you could do. Or in this game, it would have to be Berserker Barbarian. Oh, right, before I forget, I think it's actually Stormshore Tabernacle. Here it is. I want to go down here.
Softer than a whisper. Come on, open up.
Don't you look at me. These fucking nerds leave me alone already? Honestly.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Hold on, let's get this stupid guard out of here. This is the one bad thing about having a bunch of summons. Stuff like the guards just won't leave you alone.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
How considered.
Traps all over the place. Well, let's disarm the marble plate first. Also, a nice thing about now having a bard in the form of Asterion is I get bardic inspiration if I really want it. Okay, what do we got here? Stacks of scrolls, anything? Protection from evil and good. Regarding prayer monitoring. My dearest Duke Portier, I appreciate we live in unusual times and the cult of the Absolute poses an unprecedented threat. However, I will not be logging the prayers offered at the Tabernacle under any circumstances. It is a violation of the trust of the gathered faithful of our great city and beyond place in the institution. And quite frankly, I am insulted you would ask this of me. Besides, parchment is expensive and we get a lot of prayers. Yours indignantly, Vicar Humbletoes. Confidential report record. For the eyes of Vicar Humbletoes only. Record of report, reporting officer Devil of Fountainhead. Contents of report. Witness returned to Tabernacle around noon after giving outdoor sermon, validated with other civilians. Witness observed bloodied offerings on central shrine, a severed hand. Upon inspection, witness noted an attached scroll fragment reading, "Murder shall be holy again." Officer notes, thank you for your report, Vicar. While we have not been able to identify the hand in question, we suspect this is linked to another investigation currently taking place. We'll keep some fist on standby near the Tabernacle. Gauntlet Fountainhead.
On my way.
Murder shall be holy again, chat. Unleash your hands. Or I shall unleash them for you. Okay, there are some sarcophaguses here. I can misty step into them if on the way out, I suppose.
Trap. Be cautious. Never wanted the easy path.
Make murder holy again. Make Twitch chat cute again.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Also, I want to say, I'm pretty sure Asterion is not our biggest fan. He is not.
Will be done.
Being a good boy is not what Asterion likes. He only gets rock hard if you're murdering people in the streets.
Should mind my step.
Which is why, like I said, our next playthrough, when we decide to be a bad boy, will work a lot better for that. Uh-oh. We're missing our perception here.
What now?
Perception?
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Let's disarm it. Make chat Ayaya again.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Jeez, how many traps must there be down here? You must be guarding something real good with all this, right? Oh, there's some chests here. Alright. Amulet of the Devout. You gain a +2 bonus to spell save DC. If you have the Channel Divinity ability, you gain additional use of it. Wow, that's really good. Castigated by Divinity. Affected entity is cursed by transgressed and irritable gods. When it falls unconscious, it immediately dies. Moreover, when it dies, a terrible envoy of the offended deity is conjured from the entity's corpse. It's a good thing we can remove curses. Offerings to Helm. Shield of Shielding. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone with Shield Bash, and it gives you the shield ability. Okay. So send that to camp.
Swift as my feet can
I see that the gods are not going to be too particularly happy with me taking these. Offering to Tyr, Hammer of the Just. This weapon deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage against fiends and the undead. Okay, looks like they're not going to layer curses on me. Offerings to Mistra, Scroll of Fireball, and some ingredients. Potion of Greater Healing and a Scroll of Polymorph.
Should mind my step.
Wait a second, hold on. Let's check the outer edges, make sure there's no secrets.
I just want a little look.
Looks like no secrets. Alright, well, let's Misty Step in here. See what's in the sarcophagus. Oh, it's a strength check to open. Oh, boy. I could gain... shit. Could gain shit. Well, the Shield of Shielding also comes with the ability to cast the shield spell as a reaction, which gives you a +5 AC when you're about to get hit. Yeah, that went bad.
Blackets will be done.
Let's find out. Can this be tried by someone else if I unsave? Yes, it can. Okay. Lae'zel's got this. Her massive muscles. With her massive muscles. elixir of heroism and some money. Wait a second, I just realized, how am I getting Lae'zel out of here?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
What's next, I wonder?
Give me some guidance, please. What do you mean can't guidance me? I'm literally right there.
All right, what now?
I'm ready. This way.
Well, it ends not as bad as it could have.
It's about as good as I can get. Big roll, big roll. Yeah, big roll guidance. All right. Scroll of banishment and some money. Just some money. Okay. Nothing super amazing aside from this really nice amulet that we got. This is a really good amulet. +2 to spell save DC is beautiful. It also gives an extra channel divinity, which is also super, super good. I think I'm going to keep Shadowheart with this. I'll increase the spell save DC for me, and I'll give the paralyzing crits to Astarion, because he has 1,000,000 attacks that he's doing, right? That seems good to me.
Assume nothing.
Okay, it seems the only way that Lae'zel's getting out of here is to teleport. Alright, let's refill our spell slots again. Sorry for visiting this, the House of Hope so much, but I like to, what's the word? Min-max my resources. And it's nice to restore the things that I can restore.
Do keep calling her flower. She'll love that.
And after this, we're going to Cazador. We're gonna go beat up Astarion's boogeyman to make Astarion happy again. Now, I will say that all that being said, bringing Will would probably be a good idea for that, considering he now has the big fat radiant damage and everything. So I am a little bit thinking about bringing Will instead of Lae'zel, though. Undead are not the biggest fan of radiant damage. Whoa! Oh! Well, my curse is coming back to haunt me. Am I still cursed? Or did that heal? That healed the curse.
Feel death's cold grip.
I was about to do that. Oh, well. Okay, then. I guess we're killing some Devas. 21 AC on them. It's pretty big AC. Well, since we are in the healing throne here, the biggest, fattest spirit guardians you got.
I am fury. I am death.
Let's finish this.
Here, we'll throw a healing word your way for the bless.
Well, so much for peace.
I can fly. Get wrecked.
The dance macabre.
Maybe I turn the sharpshooter all in off here. Ooh, nice. Ooh, very nice. Action surge gets restored here, so let's just keep going. And they don't stop coming. 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 They have stopped coming. Why are we fighting divine minions in hell? I was cursed by the gods for doing a little stealing. They got sticks up their butts, I guess, about that thing. And so some Davis showed up. Anyway, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They aren't going to be a problem for very long now, are they?
I will ascend.
See if superiority dice get refilled by this, too.
I will not know failure.
Hiya! Okay. Hiya! Lae'zel, please, don't be the new Will. Hiya! Very much that is the new Will. Get him, ghouls. Alright, chat, you've got them. Shoot them with your brain powers. You didn't got them, chat. Critical miss. Tink.
Survival is all that matters.
And that's Lae'zel, who has Bless for the extra attack chance to hit there.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Pa-pow. Pa-pow. That's kind of unlucky there. Alright, Lae'zel, you know what to do. Just finish it. Good girl.
If not over, then through.
I didn't realize these restoration faucets also removed curses. They restore superiority dice. Good.
It stayed interesting. Can't slow down.
Really do wish that the boudoir wasn't the exact opposite. Sorry, I bumped the mic there. The exact opposite of the entryway here.
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
Don't worry, Shadowheart. There's no need to rest ever, actually. As far as I can tell in this game, at least, there doesn't seem to be any exhaustion mechanics. Yeah, I think I'll have Lae'zel sit down for a bit. We're gonna keep journeying with Will.
Is some... Chuck. As you said.
Because we're about to go fight vampires, and you know what's good at killing vampires? Radiant damage. Come, Will.
Let's talk. That's...
Sharp as ever.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back in to restore his spell slots. Yes, the whole reason why I am not long resting much at all is because of the possibility of story triggers happening. Until I've cleared out a few things that I was looking at. Was it... Okay, Vigilance is better than Hellfire. Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
One move ahead.
I want to compare the current weapon Will's holding with...
I love surprises.
Some of the other stuff I've had. Because I found some weapons more recently that may or may not be quite good. Pretty sure there was a solid-ass axe I saw. What's the Skin Burster? They gain 2 turns of Force Conduit. Is that any good? Eh. Kinda meh. It's okay. Wasn't there another big weapon I got recently? There's like... Blooded Great Axe. I don't think that was it. It was called like Hell something Axe. That is a quarterstaff. It's not a big deal. Oh, Hellbeard Halberd, that was the other one. So it was the Hellfire Great Axe and the Hellbeard's Halberd. Those were the two. Okay, yeah. So the Hellbeard's Halberd would have slightly less upfront damage, but has more poison to it. It's probably not as good. Slightly worse. Slightly worse. And the Hellfire Great Axe seems to deal very comparable damage, but it does it with fire rather than force. And fire is resisted by a lot more enemies than force is. Force is resisted by basically nothing. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check some of the stuff I got recently. Nah, I like his weapon better. Took Raphael's body and put it at camp as a souvenir. Unfortunately, I don't think I have anyone that can pick his body up too easily.
Time. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
And I'm fine with leaving his body here as a warning. So I've noticed that the psionic stuff we get generally gets refilled by this restoration faucet as well.
Defender of the people. Time to rest. Breathe deep.
That's very nice. Also, one thing I'm definitely I'm definitely getting more used to now is I'm going to be spending heals from Shadowheart just to give us the bless bonus for a couple of turns for the team. I think that's very much worth it. All right now. Now let's go kick Cazador in the teeth until his teeth fall out of his asshole. For being a bully to our poor little guy. Poor innocent Astarion. See, how do I get up there? That seems to be the way up to Cazador. Well, unless, of course, there's a back gate to make its way to the same place. And there's even... Look, there's even a graveyard here. What's going on here?
Keep a lookout. The Mortarch don't take kindly to raising the dead, but I won't be long, I promise.
Who are you raising from the dead?
My big brother, Garrett. He got killed by that murderer guy, but I'm gonna fix him. Now, keep watch.
Good luck then, child.
Exorde me, Merkel. Resuscita frater meum. Immorte ad me redigo eo.
The air crackles with power before fizzing out. The child has power but lacks control.
You're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please.
Now here's the thing. Raising undead is probably a bad idea for this child, because she's just gonna make a zombie. I think the only way to make this work in a happy way would be like a sufficiently leveled cleric to actually cast, well, revive. Let's give persuasion. Your brother deserves to rest in peace. You should let him. I actually don't even need guidance. I have so many pluses. Anything but a nat 1 is a
The
success.
Mortark said the same thing. But I miss him. A lot. Fine. I won't try again. For now, at least.
Shadowheart is inspired. Grand Mausoleum, you say?
They got him, honey. They got the bastard that did this to you.
Oh, yeah, if your husband was a victim of the murderers, yeah, I got him. Grand Mausoleum, Gorian Mausoleum, this is just a graveyard in general here. Hoon Mausoleum. An old outhouse.
Many coffins. The city is chock-a-block with bodies, thanks to these murders. I can barely keep up with all the orders.
Now we're doing some minor exploration. We found some mausoleums and a mortuary. That's the Elf Song Tavern.
People no respect for the dead.
Yeah, this edition. I always said the elf song was haunted.
I always said the elf song was haunted. Always did, I did. Always done diddly doed it. Billiam.
They got the bad man, Mum, so we're safe now. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Who's looking at me? Oh, you. Mortalk Gracie Scar. Seer.
Death's blessings upon you. I am Mortark's sire, devotee of Kelemvor. How might I be of assistance?
The young girl at the grave's trying to perform necromancy.
Kelemvor, forgive her. There is no sin greater than refusing his deathly will. I shall speak to her immediately.
Of course.
Just out of view. How much farther can I go?
Hey, why are you not showing the vision cones?
Time to press ahead.
I just want to sneak into some mausoleums and do some, you know, things.
Nina, the soil reeks of Merkel's venom. Now is the time for truth.
I was gonna raise my big brother from the dead.
Why?
Oh, because I miss him.
What do you miss about him?
I miss his laugh. How he made everything less scary.
Do you feel that warmth in your heart at his memory? Death does not mean you're apart. He is here every time you speak of him. But necromancy does not give life. It twists death. Whatever abomination you summon will not be your brother. I swear it.
She's right, you know. She's right. Necromancy can't bring your brother back.
But Merkel's Book of the Dead says it's the only way.
Merkel's? Sweet child. How about this? We will meet every sunset to discuss and honor your brother. You will see there is peace, not fear, in death.
That would be nice.
I look forward to it. And you, thank you for alerting me to Nina's plight. I fear what would have happened had you not intervened.
Necromancy is not for amateurs.
Out of sight, out of mind. One day I'll catch a break.
Alright, here's what we're gonna have to do. Follow me, everybody! So I'll take a lovely little walk right over here. Alright, y'all hang out over there. Looks like the genie's also gonna have to hang out over there. That's fine.
All right, time to skulk about. Right tool will do the trick.
Oh, only DC 10, easy peasy. And what's in here? Ancient mausoleum.
Best be on my way. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
I spy with my little eye something trapped. The only trap I want to see is a Stolfo. I mean, what?
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
They should absolutely trust the man in armor from Hells.
The pride of the gate.
By the way, let me just make sure. That is still pacted? Yes,
What
good.
to do? Moving in.
Crumbling journal. I was still a supplicant when I came face to face with him. Masked in gold, his skin fine and worn as parchment. Jurgle, the Death Keeper. The end of everything. I asked what he needed of me. He asked a simple question. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? I knew not how to respond, and said as such. He seemed nonplussed, neither disappointed nor pleased. I fell to my knees in respect for his awesome power. This garnered no reaction. There I stayed, trembling with an emotion I could not name, and when I stood again, the final scribe was gone. That sounds like a question we've heard before. Case file number 846, Baldur's Gate versus Flint Silver. Case for prosecution, Master Silver did, with forethought and without malice, kill William Lister and Simon Simi Trent at their home as part of an ungodly ritual to honor the dead three, or one of the dead three, the gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel. Case for the defense. I don't know anything about the gods. All I know is Bill and Simi were trying to cut me out of our deal, and they got what they had coming. But those symbols and stuff, and how their guts was arranged, I don't know nothing. Verdict guilty, sentence death, commuted to banishment so as not to anger higher powers. The Unclaimed. No, we've seen that. Death in Divinity, a godly guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons it was Jurgle. The lord of the end of everything presided over mortality with his unblinking stare, even until he grew weary. Young Ball, Bane, and Merkel must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkel claimed primacy over death from Jurgle's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Ball in his incessant greed? What need would be for noble Cullenvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die, after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. Neat. Neat little lore books down here. What's in the chest? What's in the chest? We're gonna unlock and find out what is in this chest. Shit. Roll better, please. There we go. Some gold, an elixir of psychic resistance, and some wyvern toxin. And this chest? Yeah, I've only got 9 thieves' tools. I've really run through thieves' tools ever since I went to the bank and stole shit from there. Dude, come on. Sheesh. Boy, that's not worth it. Reload. Save scum. Save scum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Need to find a way forward.
Oh my god. Strength. We are not strong. Nobody here is strong.
My faith will guide me.
Everyone here is weak as can be. Damn.
How delicious.
Your turn, Astarion. There we go. Big muscles on the little twink. Grand Mausoleum Offerings Key ×2 and a Scroll of Revivify.
Watch the shadows.
Offerings, you say? Would that be the opulent chests? Oh my god, this ghoul is stuck like the idiot that it is. Yep, sure is. I didn't have to lockpick him at all. I just needed a strength check.
So that's progress.
Which is honestly harder for me than lockpicking 9 times out of 10. Now, why does it look like there should be something that can happen over here? But we're not getting any checks or anything. And there's nothing outside in the void. The void is empty. Okay. Off we go.
If everyone else minds their business. Don't waste a step. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Oh, that's not a mausoleum entrance. This is a mausoleum entrance.
Footwork. Wonder what's past this.
Sorry to rob the graves of your loved ones and everything, but...
I spy a trap.
But unfortunately for us...
Press ahead.
Why did the trap disappear now? Y'all are just gonna walk into it?
Light on my feet.
Yep, good job walking into the trap. Good job, game, not showing the traps. Okay, the game bugged, and it's not showing the traps properly. Cool. Fun. Red Fringe Philosophy, Red Journey Through the Jungle. We've read Jake's Encyclopedia of Eels.
What am I to do?
Let's get going.
Can I disarm that? I can. Let it fire once more. Oh, I can't reach apparently. Sure, game.
The easy path.
Moon Museum Iron Key. Did I just roll 2 nat 20s in a row on useless shit? God damn. There's stuff behind here. There's stuff behind here. That's a crumbling wall, so that's not too hard to deal with. Strength! Muscles! Big muscles. Golden key. Shield +1. The legacy of Hoon. Kneel with the weight of all you value at his feet, and he will reveal himself.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. How much farther can I go?
What do you mean I can't get there? I just opened the fucking path. Sheesh. Sheesh. Chat, kneel before Zod. Another sarcophagus. I'm probably going to need to bring some people in to help open it, more than likely. Perception is probably that.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Onward.
Jumping through the wall is fine, but anything else, too difficult.
Give up now.
Hymns for the gone.
Something over there.
A book of prayers about Kelenvor, Judge of the Dead. Someone has annotated it with the following. These are a little saturine in places, but one or two of genuine merit as something more than religious doggerel. Something that actually evokes the complicated feelings of loss and hope for the departed, their well-being, their eternal preservation in some paradise. Whole.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
They say that lighting a candle at the mausoleum of Gorion grants the writer a wish. I never was the superstitious sort, but desperation makes believers of us all. Here is my wish. Please let me survive. I do not wish to be killed by cultists of any kind. I do not wish to be disappeared in the night or crushed beneath the steel shoe of an automaton. Everything seems so strange suddenly. Everyone seems so desperate. I'm alone in this world. If I don't look after myself, no one will. Maybe you'd be willing to help me. Big muscles. Lord Gregorian Gorion.
Lord Gregorian Gorion, first High Constable of Baldur's Gate, the city's protector.
What the fuck? Why does his skeleton weigh 250? How is his skeleton so heavy? Plea for freedom. The city deserves better than Enver Gortash and his army of steel puppets. Let the city win, not him.
Breathe deep and move.
Ruby Greatsword. Seems like that's probably worth money, because it's ruby. Oh, rusty, not ruby. Whoops. Read wrong. Lead to the gods. My bones ache, wounds long scarred throb as if new. I long for the comfort of my pipe and the warmth of the fire, but I cannot stop. Gods old and new, hear me. Grant me the strength to keep fighting, the courage to carve out a future for my children. When I die, the peace that comes with knowing that I did all I could. Patrons of our hero, this compendium lists and pays special tribute to the citizens of Baldur's Gate who commissioned and paid for the mausoleum spot honoring Gorion. Gorion was a hero and sage of exceptional mind and respectable manner, and under a graying exterior he harbored a heart that bloomed kind and good and evergreen. Way out to Baldur's Gate through there. Why is his skeleton 250 pounds? That's heavier than, like, Raphael, I think, even. Okay, Guidance yourself.
On I go.
Wow, really? DC 15, which means that was just a bad roll.
Someone there? Subtle steps. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
That's it? That was just for the trap? What about the wall here? What about the wall? You know the weight of all you value at his feet, and he will reveal himself. How does this work? I really don't know, man. Is it maybe... Maybe if I... Like, I tried kneeling in front of the wall, and that didn't work. It says kneel at his feet, so what if... What if that? No? Maybe everyone has to kneel?
Well, in it.
I wonder what the next move is.
The pride of the gate. Don't mind me.
I'm ready.
Welcome rescue.
I grab everything? I guess I did. Oh, it clicked. Okay. Alright then. I don't know what the difference was. Maybe I had to get everyone off of it after kneeling onto it? Don't know. Would I like to know about it? Yeah, sure. Lengthy essay on the inevitability of moral decay. All right, we've seen that one. Bunch of silver stuff and some chests. It wanted a lot of weight on it, like the massive skeleton. That's why the skeleton's so hefty. Journal. This old diary contains thousands of short entries describing the writer's doings in short, factual sentences. One entry catches your eye. It was introduced to me as the Emperor. Surprising, but its information was good. Its ideas brilliant. I'll not turn up my nose. A boon to the knights, I think. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it.
If not over, then through. Softer than a whisper. Don't waste a step. Time to press ahead. Can't risk being in open view.
And out we go. Okay, I'm pretty curious as to where that one exit leads to, though.
With haste.
Oh my god, everyone, get out of there. So where does this let out at? Oh. Okay. The same place as the end? Oh, Gorian and Hoon are connect? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. No big deal. NBD, bro. NBD. So let's teleport here. I'm gonna try and figure out how we can get up there, because it looks like I need to go up in order to reach Cazador's palace. Means if we can go across the wall, that'll work. Is there anywhere I can go inside of that'll let me up there? Like this central watchtower, for example. Seems about right.
Central watchtower of the Flaming Fists.
Up we go. Look, the Flaming Fists need to pull the sticks out of their butts. It's just a group of ghouls and goblins and monsters, and genie and whatnot hanging out with me. Nothing sinister. Tsar's Palace South Tower. Well,
The security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Don't want to draw any attention.
this is a sneak in kind of thing. It's gonna be relatively impossible to sneak considering I have all these ghouls with me. Hello.
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned.
I'm inspecting the security on your master's orders. Dude, easy, plus 15. Or plus 17. Anything other than a nat 1 is a guaranteed success.
Of course. Whatever the master desires. Enter freely, and of your own will.
Ah, wonderful.
Light on my feet.
A giant rat.
Watch your back.
Let's see what the rat has to say.
You one of them? The fangy ones?
Yes, I believe I am.
No. Your teeth are pointy but tiny. The mean, hairy, fangy ones would maul you.
Hairy fang. Is he talking about cats?
Oh, it's just you.
Looking ahead, one day I'll catch a break.
Key. Tsar Palace Servant Etiquette. Memorize these rules and do not fail to follow them. Do your job silently, do not speak unless spoken to. The master likes it quiet. If you are not busy, find something to do and look busy. The master likes diligence. If you encounter the master, stand still and cast down your eyes with deference. The master likes to be respected. No whistling. Chamberlain du Fay.
Tonight is a sacred night. We are all blessed to be here.
Oh, it's just you, said with disdain. That reminds me of how chat likes to talk to me. Anytime I start my stream, chat's all excited at first and then like, oh, it's just you.
What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
What should I expect in the vampire den?
You belong on stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
So long as there's a cheering crowd. As for vampire dens, I'd brace your nose. They can be very organic.
Okay. Clique. That's suspiciously welcoming. Two new journal updates. We enter Cazador's palace. We should look around for clues. And we need to just find the vampire himself. Okay, well, Victoria's list. What's this? There are 17 paintings, but sometimes some of them are the same painting, except that later sometimes they're different again. There are 17 candelabra. Sometimes I light them, but the candles don't burn down. There are 17 chairs, which is almost always too many. Father says that if I go into the ballroom, I will be bitten 17 times by 17 rats.
The master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
Oh boy. Well, alright, let's go kill some vampires.